So you think you're smart? Let's find out just how smart you are by finding out if you can answer 10 contemporary, current events trivia quiz questions. We will give you a question, and you need to guess the missing word or phrase. When you know, just blurt it out, and keep track of your winning points, in your head, with a pen, or on a clicker like this one. We have 10 tough questions for you, so here goes. Trump's blank reality of COVID-19 crumbles as White House sends mixed messages about president's health. The answer is alternate. Some 7 months into a pandemic that has killed more than 209,000 Americans, the nation is now facing a grave governing crisis with its commander-in-chief hospitalized, his condition hinging on his progress over the coming days, as the White House events of the past week serve as a textbook example of how not to handle a deadly virus. Nicholas Luna, personal blank to Trump tests positive for coronavirus. The answer is assistant. Nicholas Luna acts as one of his body men, whose job is to accompany the president throughout the day and night, putting him in close proximity to Trump, who announced early Friday morning he and First Lady Melania Trump had tested positive. The duties of a body man range from handling a president's papers and speech texts to being ready with everything from briefing books to pens for autographs. A woman who stole goods for 19 years and sold them on blank has been sentenced to prison and ordered to pay $3.8 million. Woman who stole goods for 19 years and sold them has been sentenced to prison and ordered to pay $3.8 million. The answer is eBay. Richardson stole items from numerous retail stores. She used shoplifting tools to disable security devices and would exit the store by placing the stolen merchandise in a large black bag she carried, the news release said. Richardson assisted in the sale of the items on the internet as well as packaging and mailing the stolen items. Spooky blank found in Missouri looks big enough to catch a human. The answer is spiderweb. A Missouri Department of Conservation employee snapped a photograph of a huge spiderweb, and the department's social media followers couldn't help but comment on its spooky appearance. Fountain of Youth is a blank transplant procedure may turn back clock on aging brain. The answer is fecal. What's the secret to eternal youth as scientists look for ways to extend life? A new study suggests the answer to healing older brains may be hiding in younger guts. Researchers say fecal transplants not only affect your gut health, they can alter your brain too. Archaeologists in Egypt said Saturday they had found 59 well-preserved and sealed wooden blanks over recent weeks that were buried more than 2,500 years ago. The answer is coffin. Opening one of the ornately decorated sarcophagi before assembled media, the team revealed mummified remains wrapped in burial cloth that bore hieroglyphic inscriptions in bright colors. Trump's Hollywood blank of fame star vandalized by someone dressed as the Hulk. The answer is walk. The alleged green culprit used a pickaxe to vandalize Trump's star sometime early Friday morning, according to the Los Angeles Times. Police responded to the scene at 5:50 a.m. and have made no arrests so far. The destruction of Trump's star came just a few hours after he announced that he and First Lady Melania Trump tested positive for coronavirus late Thursday night. As another migrant blank heads toward the United States, skeptics ask, why now? The answer is caravan. Some political analysts and government leaders are suspicious of the caravan's timing, a month before the U.S. presidential vote, given that a similar mass migration weeks before the 2018 midterm elections became a major campaign issue used by President Trump and other Republicans to drive immigration-wary supporters to the polls. It's just fuck up after fuck up, Trump's COVID advisors at their blank. The answer is breaking point. The announcement that President Donald Trump, his wife, and a top White House aide contracted coronavirus threatened, on Friday, to bring unprecedented levels of tumult to the federal government. But even as the president was rushed to the hospital at Walter Reed, for what the White House said would be days of observation, rest and testing, officials inside the administration said they didn't anticipate much of a shakeup in their approach to combating COVID. Mother's blank is back, and daddy's partaking too. The answer is little helper. After the kids go to bed, the grown-ups are drinking and smoking pot to distract themselves from the hellscape that is pandemic parenting.